Good morning, Crossgates. Our daily update for the day. I've been doing some reading. I was reading a clergy chat post. We Methodist ministers have a closed Facebook group where we kind of share ideas and thoughts. And as we're approaching Holy Week and Easter, it's one of those times we really want to focus on the beauty of the sacrament of Holy Communion, and yet we're in a time right now that we cannot practice that without bringing harm, potential harm. And so I'm going to invite us to consider a time of fasting, intentional fasting, but fasting until we become so hungry for Holy Communion where we're together, until that time comes where we can share it together, that we are in an intentional fast. And to pray and to hunger for that time when we can come back together around the table and to share that wonderful means of grace. But then it caused me to think about our liturgy as we are practicing communion. And it says this: by your Spirit make us one with Christ, until with each other and one in ministry to all the world, until Christ comes in final victory and we feast at his heavenly banquet. And every Wednesday when we have our mealtime together, we pray and we celebrate and we are reminded that the tables around which we sit are small little glimpses of God's kingdom and around a banquet, around the symbol and the reality that God provides and that we share meal together. And so I wanted to bring y'all up to date on the meal ministry of our church. So I'm going to walk back in the kitchen here, and I think I hear Jennifer back here doing something. You see, Jennifer's like me. You can't stay away. You got to do something. And so I just hit my head on a pot, Jennifer. So Jennifer, one of the things that we are doing is that we're trying to continue the meal ministry work of the church. And I thought it would be a good time for us. I just shared with them around the idea that God uses heavenly banquet around a banquet table to explain what it's like to be in God's presence and to be in presence with one another. And I invited the church to consider fasting right now from Holy Communion until we're able to come together and yearn for that hunger when it's time to share communion. But we can still serve one another some food, and you've come up with a great idea of doing some homebound ministry and some meals. So I'm going to give you a chance to share a little bit about your idea.
Okay, be glad to. Why don't we walk around here and I'll show you.
Okay, follow me and I won't hit my head again on a pot.
It's right here.
Okay.
I mentioned last week that we had ordered it's chicken pot pies from Bless His Food out of Flora. And so they have been delivered. This is a serving for 3. The instructions are on here. You can heat it from frozen. It does not have to be thawed. Matter of fact, I spoke with Jamie McElberry yesterday, and she had one in the oven at that time, and she said it smelled delicious. So we have this here. If you would like a meal, or if you know of someone who is in need of a meal, call the church office, speak with Meryl, and between Monday through Friday by noon, she'll get some information from you, the name, the number of meals, a contact number, so forth. Pickup will be at the portico, our drive-through there.
We have a drive-through window.
That's right. It will be delivered to the car through the window there, so you do not have to get out of the car. But we do need to know what time that you will be coming through, 9 o'clock in the morning or 11:30 in the morning.
Right.
So call the front office, talk with Mel, she'll get the information. If by chance it is necessary that a meal or meals need to be delivered to someone's home, those arrangements can be made.
Yeah.
Vicki, Trey, we're open to volunteers. If anyone is able to, and this will not break the shelter in place because you are delivering food.
Right.
So if you are willing to volunteer for that, call and let Sweet Meryl know this information.
So
there.
one of the things that we were talking about is we have a group of people who normally on Wednesday nights who take meals to, I don't want to necessarily, they wouldn't want to be called homebound, but people who just normally don't want to get out. And I would encourage y'all who do that to, yes, we know many people don't need the food. They can say, I can go grocery shopping. But there's a spiritual discipline here. There is a reality that we want to serve and care for people and be present as best we can. So for those of you who take homebound meals, make a call and just see if they would even be willing to allow you to come and pick up one of these and take it to their home. This is ministry. This is what we're trying to do. And Jennifer wanted me to remind everybody that these are no-cost meals. We're not charging for these.
No charge.
That being said, we also want to invite y'all. Jennifer made me say this. Just kidding. You can go and make a financial contribution on our church website, or you can make an additional donation to help support what we're trying to do with this ministry. If you go to crossgatesumc.org, there is a link you can click, and you actually can select which ministry you'd like to make a special gift to. But also, as you give your normal weekly or monthly tithe, this is what we're doing. And we want to be good stewards of what we're doing, so we want to be transparent about how we're spending the money. But Jennifer, I wanted to thank you and your team, the way you're remaining connected. I adore you and what you're doing. And is there any last word you'd like to offer the church?
Stay safe. This is here for you, for anyone who may be in need or want. More can be ordered. And again, this food, bless this food out of Flora. The shelter in place is not, they are still going to be able to deliver.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful right there. Stay safe. I miss seeing y'all. I really do, whether it's on Sunday or a Wednesday night. So I look forward to this trying time.
Yeah, making it through it together.
That's exactly right.
Well, church, we say it a lot, but I'm going to say it to Jennifer this time. But Jennifer, because of all this work and your love and your faithfulness, I just want you to know that I see Christ in you.